This will be an explanation of NIL, which stands for Name, Image, and Likeness, and specifically as it pertains to college athletes. For years, the NCAA has used the NIL of college athletes to promote NCAA's athletic programs and drive revenue for their schools. Historically, the schools got rich, while the student athletes received no money for their efforts and popularity. And there is a lot of money at stake here. The U.S. Department of Education says America's college sports industry is valued at $14.4 billion, including broadcasting rights, merchandise, and ticket sales. Many advocates argued that college athletes should have the same rights as other students, or any other citizen of the USA for that matter, to earn money from their use of their own name, image, and likeness. And many argued that college athletes are being exploited by universities and the NCAA, which generate revenue from college sports while the athletes receive only a scholarship in return. According to ESPN, the NCAA spends hundreds of millions of dollars in legal fees, indicating it will pay any amount of money to keep from allowing athletes any compensation. When did the NIL start? In July of 2021, the NCAA approved a policy which allows student athletes to monetize their own NIL. By allowing athletes to earn money from the use of their own NIL, they can receive a fair share of the revenue generated by college sports and have more control over their careers and financial futures. How can student athletes profit from NIL? Number 1. With the immense popularity of social media and the ability for students to garner massive numbers of followers, students are able to promote products and services to their own lists via digital marketing. This is potentially the best way for companies to promote their brand. The students' followers already have the affinity and support for the athlete, so marketing directly to their followers is a powerful way for brands to gain entrenchment. 2. Students can strike advertising deals with local or national companies in order to benefit their sales or brand. Appearing in ads for the company promoting their products is a natural fit for NIL. 3. They can market their own lines of merchandise such as clothing or other consumer products and services, or even art. 4. They can start their own business and leverage their NIL for attention. But it's not all about the money. Students can use their NIL to promote non-monetary and altruistic pursuits. Florida State offensive lineman Dylan Gibbons used his NIL to raise money via a GoFundMe page to help his friend Timothy Donovan, who suffers from an incurable disease. On the first day NIL was enacted, Dylan set up the page and so far has raised over $23,000 to help his friend. There will be other inventive ways students will leverage their NIL. We're only in the early stages, so the discovery process will evolve over time. No federal legislation or specific rules have been established, so laws on NIL vary from state to state and/or school to school. This makes it difficult for students to decide which college provides them the best opportunity. However, it allows for competition, and in many cases that competition would benefit the highly demanded student athlete when they are deciding which college to attend. The challenge: it has been debated that larger or more successful colleges with more financial resources will be able to offer more opportunities for students to cash in on their own NIL. The result could mean a further divide between the big colleges and smaller or less popular colleges. This could further imbalance the amount of elite athletes gravitating to the successful programs and further alienate the smaller or less popular schools. This will be an evolving concept. As college sports continues to generate billions of dollars in revenue, the need for a fair and equitable system that protects the rights of the college athletes and allows them to earn money for the use of their NIL is more important than ever.